Good. Come on. One more. Good. Hurry up. Come on. You're almost there. Almost there. Good. Almost there. You got 5 more. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Good. 2 more. Come on. 1 more.
So, quick update. 7 weeks out from the Flex Lewis Classic, which is the show that I'm hoping to do here in October. So, I had my check-ins this morning and they went well. I'm tightening up a little bit, especially in some stubborn areas that I've had problems with in my last couple preps, like my hamstrings and glutes. And my shoulders are coming in just a little bit. But the biggest thing for me is the fact that I'm still doing bikini this go round. We were going to do figure, but it's just one of those things where, you know, I don't want to walk out on the stage and be mediocre. When I walk out and do figure for my first time, I want to walk out and I want to absolutely kill it. So I decided personally for myself that doing bikini again was a good idea. I need to bring my legs down though, because I do have larger legs for a bikini girl. So that is the direction we're going for this show. So yeah, check-ins went well. I went through a brutal leg workout with my coach. It was just kind of one of those things where, you know, we're getting closer to it being showtime, and he just kind of was like, you know, let's see how bad you want this. And I thought I was gonna throw up the entire time. My legs feel like jello. Walking out of the gym and up the stairs was like the hardest part of the whole entire thing afterwards. But it was just kind of one of those things where it was like, okay, Austina, you know, like, how bad do you really want this? You know, are you up for the work that you're going to have to do in these next 7 weeks to be able to get where you want to be? And I've mentioned this before, but, you know, some of you haven't watched my other videos. But it is harder for me to compete compared to some other people. I am not genetically inclined in any way, shape, or form to do this sport. I struggle with a lot of thyroid and metabolic issues, hormonal issues, and a bunch of other things medically that are causing a lot of problems when I go through my preps and stuff like that. My body just doesn't want to cooperate with everything, and I have to do a lot more work than a lot of other people who do this sport, which is fine. Like, I don't mind doing the extra work when I know that at the end I have literally done everything that I could to get where I'm at. I don't want it to be handed to me easy. You know, sometimes, yeah, that would be nice, but I'd rather know that I worked hard for something than have something handed to me. So doing the extra work is fine. It's not that big of a deal. I am still doing a lot of cardio, but some of that has to do with the fact that I do need to bring my legs down. So cardio is a good way to try to tone them up and slim them up a little bit. That way I don't go out there with big legs, little shoulders, and a little waist, so I don't look unproportionate. And then after this show, possibly another show that's going to be 3 weeks after the Flex in Kentucky. I'm thinking about doing that one as well, depending on how the Flex goes. But then after that, I'm going to take an entire year off to just figure out my body, first of all. It seems like every time me and my coach get it figured out, a medical issue comes up or something stressful happens and my body blows up like a balloon and we have to change my diet up, you know, drastically enough that my body can, you know, kind of readjust and start over. But I need to put on some more quality muscle. I am not large enough, like I said, in my shoulders and my back. My legs are fine. I don't really have issues with growing my legs. Now they do need to be way more defined. I hold a lot of water in my legs. I do have a lot of fluid over one of my knees, especially after a workout. It gets really swollen and inflamed. But I need to really, you know, focus on those areas and pull them together and just grow. But then on top of that, like, I have been in a constant prep/diet mode for 3 years, because of the fact that my body doesn't do very well especially when I come off my diet, which is kind of funny. I went to California a couple weeks ago. I posted that video, and when I came back home and had my next check-in, so while I was in California, I had ate pretty much whatever I wanted. I didn't go crazy. I had cake on my nephew's birthday. I had some fruit almost every day, which is not normal right now. And I don't do well with high glycemic carbohydrates. Some people do. They can get the energy, burn it off, and be done. To where me, it's like my body grabs onto it and I just blow up into a balloon. So I had some fruit while I was out there, and I ate In-N-Out 3 times. So come back home, do my check-in, and I weighed 5 pounds lighter than before I left. So it was kind of funny. But my body needed the break from, you know, just 1, the diet stress, but 2, all the other personal things that have been going on in my life that I just needed to, you know, get away from and take a break. Because those things do take a toll on your body. You know, if you don't take the time to, you know, take care of your body outside of working out and dieting and stuff like that. Like, for me, you know, one of my things to get stress relief is to get massages. And my body it goes under so much stress physically from all of the lifting that I do and staying active all the time and then working on my feet all day long. You know, it's a way for me to get my body to just kind of like jumpstart itself into the next, you know, I guess, set amount of time that I have until I get another one, or, you know, whatever. And I also do cupping therapy, which my gym owner does that. And that feels fantastic. So if you haven't tried it, go get it done. It feels great. Get it done, especially after a deep tissue massage. But we noticed that when we did the cupping this last time, we did it last Friday, the marks on my back weren't as severe, which means the circulation in my body alone is a lot better. So I've noticed with taking care of my body and, you know, after I went and, you know, found out all the medical stuff that I have going on, you know, and got on the right medications and, you know, then now just taking time for me and, you know, figuring myself out and de-stressing and stuff like that, my body is going to start kind of catching up to speed with what I'm trying to get it to do, because of the fact that I have taken the time to sit back and relax and just focus on myself for a little bit and try to get rid of as much stress as possible. So yeah, 7 weeks out, body's coming together a little bit. It is that time of the month, so I am a little bloated right now and puffy, and I feel like I'm holding a bunch of water. But even with that, my coach was able to tell that I was still advancing, even though I felt and did look, you know, in my lower stomach, especially, you know, puffy. He could tell every other aspect of my body was coming together. So, if you know, you get stuck in that situation where you're like, dang it, you know, I feel like everything that I did, all of a sudden I fell backwards just because I'm a female and I go through this every month. Trust me, I've been there. It sucks. It sucks, especially this close to a prep. Because normally the last 3 times that I've had a prep, I did not have a period. And sorry for guys that are watching this. But I did not have a period at all. I didn't have one actually for almost 6 months. When I was getting ready for between my first show and my second show, I had no period whatsoever. And it was great. It was fantastic. I didn't even have the symptoms for it. So it's kind of weird this time around having one and blowing up and, you know, doing all that. It makes me mentally freak out of, oh no, I've gained weight, blah, blah, blah. I don't look good. I don't feel comfortable in my clothes. And I need to stop that. But, yeah, it's just something we, you know, us girls go through, and I'll be fine by the end of the week. So it's no big deal. Yeah, so also Spring Hill Fitness members, we will hopefully be getting a Barbell Voodoo setup in there, which Barbell Voodoo is my apparel company that I am sponsored by. So we will hopefully be getting some sort of setup in there with some displays of some of the clothes that Barbell Voodoo offers. If anybody wants to order anything, because we won't have it in stock probably there, just for the fact that, like, it's going to be easily accessible and we don't want people just walking out with pieces of clothing. I will be the main person to bring them into the gym for you if you order them, or you can order them online. And to save yourself 10%, use Rapunzel 10 when you go to checkout. It'll get you 10% off of whatever you order. But yes, we should be having a display set up hopefully within the next couple weeks. And if anybody has any questions on the way the Barbell Voodoo stuff feels or fits, or especially when it comes to like the knee sleeves, just shoot me a message, ask me, and I will try to answer whatever questions you have about the clothing. I will say it's amazingly comfortable, and it does fit how you expect it to fit for each size. So like I'm not ashamed to say it because I have really big legs, but I got an extra large in the bottoms, especially just because the spandex shorts, like, my waist isn't an extra large, but my legs are. So I'd rather it fit my legs than my waist. But they fit really comfortable, definitely squat proof. So ladies, don't be afraid to squat in them. And the t-shirt and tank top material that they use, super, super comfy. Like, I could sleep in them. But yeah, if you guys have any questions at all, let me know. Other than that, thanks for watching my channel, guys.